guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Legend of Vox Machina. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 4 of season 3 of The Legend of Vox Machina, and the last one was so saucy. It was so saucy, in fact, that I heard what I wanted to hear. I totally was like, oh, Vex doesn't want this to just be a fling. She wants a relationship with Percy. And everyone's like, that's not what she said. She said it can only be a fling. And I missed it because I wanted to hear what I wanted to hear. But it was a delightful episode. We got a lot of juicy bits. And, you know, it's nice that we're getting the payoff of 2 seasons of watching these characters flirt with each other. And Laura Bailey just going, you're just going to answer the door and I'm going to be naked, you know? And I love that about her. I love that there was wasting no time. Let's just get to it. Let's just do the deed and then go from there. And then adversely, you have Vax and Keyleth. Now, I understand where Keyleth's coming from, is that like they were both in very different places last season and like they couldn't even talk about anything, but now they can. And Vax seeing the future or a vision of the future, and Keyleth, you know, still being alive and mourning her friends, of course she would. And of course she's going to live long past them. Thank you for everybody who explained, like, I don't know the correct term, but I'm just going to call her a super druid. That like she's going to live for a very long time and all the people that she loves is going to die. And that's kind of this burden that she bears by going on her Aramente. I really wish I could redo that. Anyway, but I'm of the mindset, I think maybe it's because I watch a lot of Doctor Who, but, you know, the fact that we can live for as long as we can, wouldn't we want that filled with love no matter how many times we lost people? Wouldn't it be better to love those people? And yes, you have to mourn them on occasion, but it's better to love and lost than never have loved at all. And what is grief but love persevering? So when you're mourning people, it's because you still have that love in you and you're still feeling it. You're still thinking about them and caring about them. No matter how painful it is, you're more happy that you experienced that love than the loss. And I don't think, you know, Vax really allows himself to think about that other than he doesn't want to hurt somebody and he doesn't want to get hurt, and kind of vice versa with Vax, is that she knows that if she is in a relationship with Percy, that he could hurt her potentially. And, you know, that all stems from daddy issues. And, you know, I think that she has done great in life. Well, I mean, they were a band of thieves, you know, like they weren't really, now they're heroes, right? But like, you know, she has survived this long and this far without her father, that I'm sure the love of somebody, it can only add to her life rather than take away. And there's always that risk that you could get hurt. And I feel like taking that risk is always worth it, because you never know. I hate living in fear. I am always like the one that's just like, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and say the thing that needs to be said. And depending on what this other person says, that tells me what my outcome is. I definitely think that they would benefit from that, but I know that they're living in this state of fear. The same thing with Scanlan is that he's never really been able to open up and share anything with anybody. And you see him drinking his way through it. Like he wants to check on his friends because he loves and cares about them, but he wants to have a conversation with his daughter and he can't. And like he just can't seem to get the words out. But then when he drinks enough and he's drinking actual liquid courage, you know, then he can like say things, but he's drunk. And when somebody says something when they're drunk, like you're just like, this means nothing. And I feel bad for him because, you know, he tried to make a move on Pike, and obviously, you know, she wasn't in that moment as hard as maybe we wanted her to be. Like she cares about Scanlan. She might even love Scanlan, but like in that moment, that's not what she wanted from him. You know, she wanted to be there for him, but not like be there for him. So there's just like so many relationships that are happening. And it's so funny. I don't know who I am these days, but like when I started the channel, I very much was like, I don't need my main characters being in relationships. It's just messy. And it is, but I've gotten to love them so much that I want it for them now. And It's almost there. It's almost there. With Vax and Percy, it's almost said, did I say Vax? Vex. I know I'm not the only one who does that, but it irritates the shit out of me that their names are so close. Anyway, I want that for them so badly. Now, speaking of Percy, we have Ripley that's out there, and it's so funny because I was like, I'm really hoping that Ripley is like this, you know, maybe somewhat empathetic or kind person, or, you know, it's just the demon that's corrupting her. But if anything, she's already a corrupt, awful person who is also being egged on by this demon, which is not a good thing. She's awful. I don't like her. I want to see her blow her head off. Concocting a bomb that she thinks is just going to be amazing, and she's just like, you know, maybe just even lose a nose, an eye. She might look cool with an eye patch. We don't want her to look cool whatsoever. But she does have vestiges. Well, a vestige. She thought she had another vestige, but that turned out to be a fake, which I was excited to see. And then some people were telling me that Percy probably won't be the one that's wearing that vestige. So I'm excited because we are now in hell. And that is where we're retrieving it from. So we have Pike, Scanlan, Vax, Grog, and Keyleth in hell. While we have Percy and Vex, along with Allura, yes, fighting a dragon. So I expect this to start out pretty hot in the middle episode to kind of like, you know, taper off, give us some fun moments maybe. And then, of course, episode 3 to just ramp it up and something dramatic is going to happen. At least there wasn't a fake death about anyone that I cared about this time. Not even a fake death. That was a real death. But like, I have no reason to fear being in hell because Grog is so happy to be there. Like, he's like, you mean hell and fire and all that cool shit? And then looks at Pike and is like, I mean stuff. That bad stuff. So like, you know, I feel like we're gonna be okay. I do know that Pike's Everlight wasn't working in hell, and I wouldn't expect it necessarily to, or like it have like a bad transmission because like, you know, the evil is overweighing the good. So we'll see. So I'm excited to see where this goes, and I want a vestige by the end of it. Maybe a catch up on Ripley and like where her mind's at and what she's doing. Like, is she back with dragons again? Because I feel like Umbrasyl was the only one that like really fucked with her. So I don't know. And then of course we have Raishan, who Keyleth doesn't want to trust, who I know we have to like 50% trust, but definitely eyes wide open. That might not be good in the long run, but, you know, we got to do what we can to get this vestige to defeat these dragons and save the world. So, guys, let's get into it. Oh, okay, I didn't know who that was at first. What are you seeing, Pike?
Everlight?
Yeah. Oh, she's back here.
Pike Trickfoot.
Oh no, not this chick again.
The hells of Despath are forbidden.
But
Oh.
why?
Your soul is precious. There are those in hell who would use it for wicked aims.
Oh great.
Ignore my words, and you will find yourself alone.
No, I don't think Grog would let
What
that
does that
happen.
mean?
Unless it like
Everlight?
takes her Everlight from her.
Wait! Please!
Oh God! Oh!
Pike? Pike? I was calling your name.
Oh, I was just making sure we're being looked out for.
Your goddess got our backs?
Yeah,
No.
sure does.
Nope.
Good. Because to pull this off, we're gonna need all kinds of miracles.
But you know what? Just telling Grog that is enough. It's like a placebo. If you say you have magical miracles happening and the goddess of the Everlight is behind you, he gonna believe it, and it's gonna give him a bunch of confidence. I'm here for it. Hell is so awesome. I'm with Grog. All this cool shit. All the souls. I mean, I don't want to be there, but I like watching it.
Well, we certainly don't look like we belong in hell.
Oh, man.
Unless we did. Little man.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, right. Let's get in costumes, let's get in makeup.
Yeah.
Get scary as hell.
I love it. Look at Pike. Where's Grog?
Oh, Bunny, come on!
Ah, with a bow.
How's this feel?
Oh, fucking badass.
Wicked.
Wicked. Ah, even Scanlan. Oh, Pike, baby, I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's gonna be okay, buddies. Hell ain't such a bad place. I mean, lots of people have told me to go here.
We need to move, people. Scanlan's spell won't last forever.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, aren't you awful?
You there. You don't look familiar.
We're new.
The fallen soul of Xerxes Ilres owes us a debt.
And we plan on collecting.
I love this.
Really? You lot are bold enough to see him?
You know what? When the creepy demon's afraid.
The fuck?
Very well.
Oh, Keyleth, you're amazing. And I'm wearing a Keyleth shirt today.
Order up!
Oh,
Excuse me. Do you know where we can find the brass skull? We're looking for someone named Xerxes.
oh God. I don't know.
They were scared of his name.
Oh, Pike. So Xerxes is calling to Pike?
Let's get moving. Don't want to be here longer than we have to.
Yeah, I'm with
Well,
her.
at least Team Draconia is having a nice quiet time in the snow.
Certainly. Nice, quiet. Yeah, that's what's happening.
I still maintain it would have been safer to drill our way out.
Yes, but my way was cooler.
It was, yeah.
I could have made it cool.
I don't know.
Kima! Can you hear me?
Oh, I forgot about Kima.
I'm going to tear that dragon.
To pieces!
Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with Alora.
I think I'll wait here a sec. It's fine. I'll be okay.
You'd be okay until Scanlan's magic wears off.
Don't go too far, though. Don't like the way these creatures are looking at us.
Yeah, you're just a cute little furry demon sitting there.
It's all right.
I mean, can we put these people out of their misery, or is this eternal?
I only want to help. Redeem this woman with your healing light.
Ah! The hell? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I can't concentrate with all this screaming.
Fresh blood.
Oh, I was gonna ask if they were tastier. Obviously they are.
Gotta move, Pikey!
Gotta move, Pikey. I love that Grog is like always taking care of her or vice versa.
This way.
Oh goodness. Oh.
Good eyes, buddies!
Good eyes, buddies. Okay, I was like, how? I always forget that Keyleth changes into this bird. And Bax can change into himself with wings. I'm sure Xerxes needs her Everlight. Why would Xerxes want to help them other than to get Pike?
Thanks for helping us.
Oh, Devil Bodyguard. Oh wait, that wasn't Xerxes?
Vox Machina.
That's Xerxes.
You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Oh, come on, he's got a beard.
We were sent by Jamansa Ord. They left something with you. The Plate of the Dawn Martyr?
Not left. Lost.
Lost it to him?
Every decade or so, Jamon comes to test their rather poor luck at my table. They shouldn't have wagered such an artifact, but fair's fair. I assume you have something to exchange for it.
Okay, can I just tell you guys that he's incredibly attractive and I hate it.
What sort of stuff does a devil dude want? Gold?
Souls.
You'd have to make an exquisite offer. Or wager. Care for a game of chance.
Doesn't seem like it would be fair.
If we win, we get the plate.
And if I win, you stay as my guest. Indefinitely.
Pike, you can't. He'll cheat.
Rules are what separates Death's Path from the truly miserable planes of existence. No cheating allowed.
Hopefully.
What's the game?
Oh! Okay.
Pike?
I don't know. I still don't trust him.
Contract?
To ensure you don't get cold feet, shall we?
With blood. Yeah, of course it'd be with blood. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Such pure blood.
Pure blood?
Quite special.
Oh, God.
The game is 5 skulls. Your goal is to find my black skull before I find yours. On each turn, you may ask your opponent any question to help locate it. You must answer all questions truthfully, or incur a steep penalty.
Which means he's probably going to ask her a really uncomfortable question.
Damn, they got some plush chairs in this bitch.
On the end. That's your card.
Sadly, no.
Oh.
Though I think I learned more that round than you did. Everyone has a tell if you dig deep enough.
Aren't you going to ask me something?
I am so intrigued by this. I haven't said anything in a hot second.
This is no card game. He knew exactly who he wanted to play with.
I'm still trying to figure out the rules.
I mean, same, Grog.
You're trying to get in my head.
I mean, he's been doing
It's
that.
not gonna work.
Oh, I already have what I need.
Yeah.
You gave yourself away before. Your black card, second from your left.
Buddies!
Contract or no, this is a farce.
Needle Dick is right. I ain't
Needle
watching
Dick.
this no more.
Wait, maybe you shouldn't.
Oh, God.
Stupid comfortable chair.
Please, you have to give me another chance.
What else might you have to offer at this point?
Oh, that's what the lady was warning her about. Yep.
For the plate of the Dawn Martyr, I will require something more substantial. The souls of your friends.
No, not them. I can't.
Isn't your faith strong enough?
I mean, I think it is.
Fine.
Yeah.
One round, winner takes all.
Okay, Pike, come on, you gotta win this.
Are we the ante?
Sure feels like it. Is she crazy?
Wait, so they can't hear what's going on down there.
I can see why the Everlight favors you. You're as careless with those close to you as you are yourself.
Ouch.
Which card is your black skull?
Oh, bold question.
Since I cannot lie, I'll tell you. It's the one in my hand.
Dark.
Far left.
Damn.
Do you ever wonder if your life would be better without the Everlight?
I think it'd be normal to question stuff like that.
Yes.
Doesn't sound very faithful to me. Your left card.
Okay. Come on, Pike, ask a really, really good question.
Before you finish me off, do me one favor. If you're keeping me here for eternity, I think I deserve to know who you are and why you chose me.
Old.
Very well. Treat this as a last indulgence. I come from a time 1,000 years ago. Like you, I protected my home as First Knight, a member of the Brass Ring, a group similar to yours. And also like you, I assumed the best in them. I was blind as my friends condemned our civilization with their curiosity, their hubris.
The Calamity?
The gods set to
Is he part of the Calamity?
I found myself face to face with the Lord of Torment himself. He gave me a choice. Die with the rest, or join him and spare my family. For my folly, I watched my husband and son fade with the rigors of time, losing even the memory of me. As if I never existed at all. There is no difference between the gods above and below. They all are.
Oh, God. Okay, I like this character a lot. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
Do you wish your family was here?
What?
Oh, here.
Do you want them with you in this nightmare? Or is that too selfish?
Good question, Pike.
Do you wish they were here, suffering with you? Answer me!
Of course not!
Lies. Lying to himself.
After all, everyone has a tell if you dig deep enough.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Oh, good job, Pikey! Oh, but what a beautiful story. I mean, not beautiful, it's sad.
It's rare for me to lose in my domain. However, I accept defeat.
Is it the vestige? Oh, she gets it! Oh. It's like the Everlight on crack!
Aw, only Pike gets a souvenir?
Take a demon head with you?
Anyone else ready to get the fuck out of here?
So say we all.
So say we all. Oh, I miss Battlestar Galactica.
Show them the door. Give Jamon my best.
I like him. I mean, this was devious and dark and, like, tricky.
She has no idea what courses through her veins. No matter. The seed of doubt has been planted and will fill her heart with vengeance.
Will it?
As we watch it grow. Your orders. Leave her. Kill the rest.
Oh, no. No. Okay. I take it back.
The time for his ascension draws near.
Whose ascension? That was a roller coaster of emotions with that guy.
What are the chances that isn't for us?
Slim.
I say 50-30?
Yep. Yeah. Can you guys run? Can you go?
I hate math.
Oh! Rat bastards. I want to know who voiced Xerxes. Luis Carrazzo. Okay, I don't know who that is. I never know if it's like guest stars like that I would know. You guys might know them. They might be guests on the campaigns. Okay, it never occurred to me actually that Pike could get the vestige. I thought because of the Everlight, like she could and like she had upgraded, but now we've learned that she is special. She's important. I don't know what Xerxes was talking about when he says she doesn't know what runs through her veins. She's going to want vengeance. I don't know if that is vengeance against the Everlight or like the gods of the Everlight. But I wasn't worried that she wasn't going to win, but I wasn't sure like what the ante would be or like if there ultimately would be a huge sacrifice. Now, I think putting doubt in her mind, questioning her faith, and I feel like it is normal to question faith. If you don't, that's just blind, right? Like I feel like you should always question things. And that doesn't mean that you don't believe, but that also means that you're not blindly following. And I don't think that Pike is a blind person. I think she very much sees things for the way that they are, and that might make her a little different, but I want to know what he meant by what runs through her veins. Is she pure Everlight? I mean, now she's got this badass vestige. I don't know what she can do with it. And I can't wait for the next episode to find out. But I'm glad... I'm glad that we're getting out of hell. I don't know that. I don't know that at all. Because now they are like running for their lives. Xerxes, I was like, it was a roller coaster with him because like he turned and I was like, that is a beard. And it is doing things in animation. It's kind of like Grog's beard where I was just kind of like, feeling it, buddies. With him, yeah. The story about him and his husband and his son, heartbreaking. I'm so glad that they included that though. Like it's just really nice to see that type of representation because you don't normally have because you have Alora and Akima, not Akima, Kima, just Kima. I always want to say Pike and I'm like, nope, that's not who it is. But like, you know, you have like these mixed gendered couples, and that's great, but like he was very much heartbroken about losing his husband and his son. And I love that. And it like touched me. And I was like, oh my gosh, not like what a great character. He's got depth to him. And we've seen him for 5 minutes. And like he's a really deep character, you know. So it was lovely. And then when he like let them go and he was gracious about it, and like, you know, he seemed like he was a fair loser. Maybe to Pike, but not to everybody else. And these people do not go down swinging, and especially with, you know, Vex having the vestige of the Raven and the, what is it, the Deathwalker's ward, and, you know, Keyleth being Keyleth, and Grog with the other vestiges, and of course Scanlan, you know, is able to get them out of jams. Just kind of like makes me think of last season when we ended up inside of a dragon. Anyway, so I think we're going to be okay. We're going to get out of hell. I know that there's probably going to be a price to pay for Pike in the long run, and I don't know if it's her soul. I don't know if it's the Everlight. I don't know if it's the vestige. I don't know if I'm not quite sure where that goes, but I'm really happy to see that she got the vestige. You know, Scanlan being able to use like his magic to, you know, transform them into the demons, I thought was great. They look great. Pike's was a little funky just because it looked like a soft, cuddly thing that just happened to be like grumpy. And it's just like, well, I'm a demon in hell, you know, anyone want a hug? But you know, I loved it. I loved it so much. And Keyleth really playing along and pretending to like be there, I thought was fantastic. And then, you know, we saw Percy and Vex and Alora get out of the cave, and Alora, you know, I see why Kima and the dragon person from the last one, can't think of her name. You know what? They weren't important anyway. They were a traitor. I don't like them. But, you know, like the anger and like I would be afraid to cross Alora. And thank God she's on our side. You know, I'm excited. I'm hoping that we see a little bit of that in the next episode. I don't know if we will, but I definitely don't want to spend all my time in hell. You know, the quicker we get out of here, the better. Let's move on. Let's move on. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It's so hard asking you guys questions for people who have watched the campaign because you know the majority of like what's kind of happening. I've heard that this one kind of like didn't go like straight campaign in some things, that they combined some things that got rid of some other things. So I don't know, was this kind of like the campaign? I always ask you guys about that, and you guys always send me clips. So if there's a little clip of Xerxes and Pike having their little, and if it's the same guy that did his voice, because the voice was sexy, the beard was sexy, the horns, the build, you know, he's a dad, and you know, I'm sure he pulled a very handsome man, I would guess. So I was like digging him. I was like, I kind of like this guy. And then I was like, he's like, oh, kill them. And I was like, this guy sucks. I could still appreciate him. He's not going to be my favorite character, but like if we saw him again, I wouldn't be upset about it. That might mean that we're like in hell again. I take it back. If I never see him again, I'll be fine. Okay, there we go. But like there's something bigger coming from hell, and I don't know what that is, but I'm really excited to see it. And I'm really excited to like get our group back together and maybe have some drinks and talk about some stuff. Well, unless you're Scanlan. No drinks for Scanlan. But everybody else needs to like have a little sips and be like, so like, are we going to do this or not? Or like, hey, like you want to go upstairs? Or, you know, like it's so funny. Like everyone's like, oh, thirsty. She's so thirsty. I'm not. I'm just excited for these people to be thirsty. Oh, I can't wait for the next episode. I'm going to watch that in a couple of minutes. You guys have to wait until Nathanael is done editing it. Thank you, Nathanael, for editing this one. Thank him in the comments below because he is amazing. And guys, in the meantime, I'll see ya.